come to you today with ill tidings.
It's a pleasure to be acquainted. I'm Bakel Sean, captain of the USS Belfast. Admiral Quinn has recommended we team up for a high-priority mission, and truth be told, I'd welcome the support. We've been tasked with overseeing a diplomatic meeting between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. President Okeg has managed to arrange ceasefire negotiations on Khitomer, but the situation is delicate. The war with the Klingons has been ongoing for half a decade, and things have only escalated after the Undine infiltration. Still, this could be our one small chance to turn things around. Our job? Protect the President's delegation on board Starfleet 1 and safely escort them. I'll be waiting for you in the Khitomer system. Captain Cogran, a capable warrior, and our Imperial liaison will be meeting us there. By combining our strengths, we're sure to boldly go where no one...
This is President Okeg aboard Starfleet 1. Remember, this conference is vital to the future of the galaxy.
Captain Sean here. Copy that, Mr. President. Best foot forwards at all times. The crew of the Belfast has been briefed.
Captain Cogran, Klingon Empire liaison to Anik Okeg, standing by. President, the IKS Nima, is ready to escort you.
Good to see you, and right on time, as expected of a true Starfleet officer. Sometimes that makes all the difference. We need to get the President's ship, Starfleet 1, within transporter range of the coordinates provided by the Klingons, and get the all-clear to beam down to Khitomer. I'll be assigned to the President once we arrive, and you'll be securing the premises. Speaking of, let me introduce you to my Chief of Security, Lieutenant Paris. She's a damn fine officer, and a quarter Klingon, too. Not unhelpful.
Miral Paris, Chief of Security of the USS Belfast, but Lieutenant will do. Nice to meet you. I get the feeling we'll make an excellent team. Ready to get to work when you are.
I hope you don't mind me checking in along the way. This meeting is delicate, and I'd like to make sure everyone is prepared.
Glad to have you with us, Mr. President. Any words of wisdom before we arrive?
Khitomer is a key location in the history of our two civilizations, and home to many important meetings.
This planet hosted the Khitomer Conference of 2293, if I'm not mistaken.
Conspiracies aside, the final outcome was historic, and its gift of peace lasted for generations.
Let's hope for a similar outcome today. Your attendance is as much of a security risk as it is a show of goodwill.
Lieutenant.
It is up to the Federation to take this first critical step. We cannot allow a repeat of Cestus 3.
The Gorn hegemony!
Sir, sensors are picking up several Gorn vessels in the area. It's an ambush!
Rebel Gorn! So some of them are willing to stand up and fight after all.
This is Okeg. Starfleet 1 is under fire. Shields won't hold for long.
Hang tight, Mr. President. We won't let you down.
The Klingon Empire will fall!
Target shields have failed.
If a fight is what they want, then the Belfast is happy to oblige.
No bold moves, Lieutenant. Focus on Starfleet 1.
Disrupt the conference! The Saurian must perish! The ship must fall!
Target shield has failed.
The ranks are thinning. I'm detecting fewer Gorn starships in the system, Captain.
Target shield has failed. Target shield has failed.
We have bested these Titans, too. They were ready to die just to take out your president in battle.
Starfleet 1, this is the USS Belfast. What's your status? President OK, do you copy?
USS Belfast, IKS Nema. This is the President. We're all right. Just a bit shaken up.
Mr. President, we need to postpone this conference. It's much too great of a risk for you to take. Our scan should have picked up on that ambush.
Postponing this conference is not an option, Captain Sean. This ceasefire deal could be the Federation's only chance to eventually make peace with the Klingon Empire. If that involves some degree of risk, then so be it. The members of my delegation joined this mission informed and ready for the task. However, this attack does beg a question. How exactly did
The Belfast and IKS Nema have sustained minor damage as well. Most of the Gorn attacks were directed at Starfleet 1, and presumably President Okeg. However, aside from a few fluctuations in deflector harmonics and a brief spike in secondary EPS flow regulators, nothing approaches critical thresholds. The President's ship is holding up fine, all things considered. The Belfast will run a scan as well. Something does feel off. Activating long-range sensors and tachyon detection grid. Sensors are clear, sir. No threats detected, masked or otherwise.
Let's resume course before that changes.
Attacking Klingons is one thing, but the Federation? I find the circumstances of this Gorn ambush a little odd.
I agree. The Gorn should have challenged my vessel instead. Fought against one of their Klingon conquerors. Cowards.
The Gorn shouldn't have been able to close in on Starfleet 1. We need to improve our response time.
President Okeg, the Klingon Empire acknowledges the arrival of your delegation to Khitomer. Our orbital defense post received reports of a rebel strike within the system, but readings were delayed due to the Gorn's chronoton masking fields. Still, your survival in the face of this unexpected obstacle bodes well. Perhaps you are worthy allies after all. You are cleared to beam down.
The Federation is honored to be received on Khitomer. I can assure you that your openness to meeting with us is not misplaced. Our delegation's security escort dealt with the Gorn attack swiftly, thanks to the combined efforts of our respective captains. We will be beaming down shortly. Captains, when you're ready.
Once you've made it planetside, Lieutenant Paris will brief you on security measures. Remember, stay sharp. Confidence is key, but so is efficiency. History tends to repeat itself, and with Khitomer, that could be a problem. I'll meet you on the ground, and whatever comes, meet it head on. There's no time to second guess.
Morale, or should I say, Lieutenant Paris.
Doctor, I've missed you. You haven't aged a day.
Well, I am afraid that's how it works. But if it would put you at ease, I can add an aging subroutine to my matrix.
Not on my behalf. You're perfect, just the way you are. Are you part of the President's delegation?
That's right, as the leading expert on species 8472. President Okeg is hoping that sharing our research with the Klingons will make up for our dismissal of the Undine threat. This, and a ceasefire deal, will hopefully lead to lasting peace between our people.
The Doctor pioneered research on the Undine aboard Voyager. It was considered revolutionary, both then and now. It is a pleasure to meet you, especially after your crew's incredible performance in the Khitomer system. I will let you get on with your security tasks and prepare for the conference. Doctor?
Good to finally meet you in person. Admiral Quinn's told me quite a lot about you. All good things, of course. Lieutenant Paris can give you a more detailed brief, but suffice it to say, we're looking to secure the whole premises.
It's nice to put a real face to the name.
Ah, hold it right there. Just a moment. Greetings. I am the...
I'll follow your lead.
The importance of today's conference cannot be overstated. I am grateful for your assistance in orbit. Please, pass my thanks to your crew. The Gorn attack initially appeared to be an attempt at disrupting our conference and taking out Starfleet 1. However, I believe intelligence has details that might contradict this assumption. I am hoping the Klingons will see the value in a ceasefire agreement. I'm no stranger to finding common ground with my adversaries. After I succeeded President Nanyeta Bako, I offered my political opponents seats in my cabinet. As the saying goes, it takes a quadrant to raise a coalition.
Ambassador Jiro Sugihara of the Federation Diplomatic Corps. I have to admit that the Klingons were right about the Undine infiltration of the Gorn hegemony, but I don't agree with the war they waged. Diplomacy and peaceful negotiation should come first, always. Anyway, I've been told I should keep my opinions to myself, and even more so if we manage to broker peace. Always looking for trouble, Jiro, even on what could be a pivotal day for our people, you glommer.
Starfleet Intelligence conducted a preliminary sweep of Khitomer some weeks ago. Klingon public opinion of the Federation is not favorable. However, they also seem to find no glory in the current stalemate. It looks like they're a little worse for wear after their interactions with the Undine, even if they won't let on. We can also safely rule out any conspiracies. Our intel suggests the rebel Gorn ambush that occurred in the system a short while ago had nothing to do with the Klingon Empire and everything to do with targeting the Federation. This is an ongoing investigation. Well, while there are no Admiral Cartwrights in the crowd today, we have identified a person of interest. A Klingon by the name of Bavat will be in attendance. He's a contentious figure with a Federation criminal record. We can't forbid his house from attending as we're on Klingon ground, but we'll be watching him.
A Starfleet officer receiving classified information from the Klingon intelligence? Which, pooh, I suppose you'd have me sharpen your butt left too. I suggest you focus on your task.
All right, let's start with this area.
A Klingon in a Starfleet uniform? Just bah!
Pitiful.
Scans are clear. It seems these Klingons have taken note of my... Let's scan this room.
Another rebel attack in Klingon space. Reprehensible.
King Slappus does not assent to these renegade acts.
No threats detected. If the Gorn delegation is telling the truth, then the ambush we just thwarted was a rebel attack, and not a revolt instigated by... Tricorder ready.
I am Ambassador Kosk of the Klingon Empire. I wish to meet with the kuvah'magh.
Ah, the kuvah'magh is an ancient myth. Paris is an imposter, a traitor to her people.
Peace with the Federation. Creator vo narde krapu.
Nothing to report in this room. Quite a few opinions floating around today, huh? I say we speed things... Fine. You're right. You might know this... Preparing to scan.
What weight could a conference possibly hold without the attendance of Jempok? Ha!
Yedoko! Walden is here in his stead. Now is not the time for dissent.
I'm detecting... false alarm. Just some residual readings. Leave no stone unturned.
We're all set, my good sir.
I will hold you accountable if this fails. There can be no deviation from the plan. Nach, Lotman.
Of course. I will not disappoint. We have an agreement after all. Let's disperse.
A Klingon ambassador with a human attendant? I don't recognize the staffer, but I believe that... I don't know about you, but I think I've heard enough. And I trust that our intelligence units will monitor any outliers among the attendees. I suggest we have a look at our scan results instead. My readings are off in this room. This technology doesn't match any known Federation or Klingon designs. Its components are entirely non-standard. What do you make of this data? Huh. Faint traces of verteron particles.
Cogran, it is simple, I assure you. Undine biology is adaptive, with a morphogenic cellular structure.
I am no scientist, but I do not dispute the utility of weaponry meant to identify and eradicate the Undine.
It's unfortunate we still know so little about them, despite the doctor's research.
Ah, Mirage, your disposition suggests that there were no polyfluidic phase variances to report.
That's correct. No Undine infiltrators, Doctor. But we did find something else. Captain Sean, Captain Cogran, we've discovered an unidentified device in the Hall of Heroes. Its origin cannot be traced and its functionalities are unknown. It doesn't appear to pose an immediate threat. Captain Sean, Captain Cogran?
Good idea. That device is cause for concern. Even if it turns out to be harmless, we can't afford to take any chances. Let's confer with President O'Keg.
I agree. This poses a considerable security risk. However, I'm too optimistic about the turnout of this conference to delay our diplomatic efforts any further. We need to honor our agreement with the Klingons. They will not respect any act that might be interpreted as a display of cowardice. We must stay the course. If Captain Cogran is not opposed, then I propose we beam the device to the USS Belfast for further analysis.
Setting up a containment field, and done. Ready for transport. USS Belfast, this is Lieutenant Paris. We are beaming up an unidentifiable device for analysis. Stand by.
The conference will begin shortly. All attendees must gather in the Hall of Heroes immediately.
Fellow delegations, the Federation is here today to seek peace with the Empire, in the hopes that it will be long-lasting. We believe we have been at odds for too long, and hope to prove today that our worth as allies is greater than our worth as foes. As a first act, we propose a ceasefire, then allying against a common enemy, the Undine. I have with me an expert who will share...
All this talk and no action! Why trust you, okay? Your Federation has already proven it does not respect the Empire! In the case of the Undine imposters in the Gorn hegemony, the Klingons were right all along, yet you failed to heed us.
You are right, and I know that Federation and Empire relations have often been tense. That our history is riddled with mistrust, that you believe we failed you on the topic of the infiltrators in the Gorn hegemony, and that our ways have been human-centric. But like Chancellor Gorkon, this Saurian too believes in the undiscovered country, and has read Shakespeare in the original Klingon. We'd like to start by sharing our classified research with you on the Undine, as a gesture of good faith. Doctor?
Greetings. You may call me the Doctor. It is an honor to speak to such a fine audience. I will be handing out data pads after our speech, so do stick around should you wish to discuss the details. As you all undoubtedly know, with great scientific advancement comes great responsibility. While ethics are not on the agenda, I am obliged to mention the dangers of the technology we have developed and the risk it poses to non-Undine life forms.
The Belfast is transmitting the results of the analysis performed on the unidentified device. It seems it's...
But I digress. To the crux of the matter, I have created technology that pairs modified tricorders with experimental nanoprobes. The tricorders, while still a prototype, detect the presence of Undine biosignatures. The nanoprobes are then... pardon me, my matrix.
Captain Sean, that device disrupts holo-emitter signals. Doctor!
We curse the Empire!
Captain! They've taken the Doctor!
Miral, look out!
Thanks. We need to take down these Gorn and retrieve the Doctor. Now!
Belfast, this is Sean. Kittimer Conference is under attack. Monitor all activity in orbit. No one leaves.
I knew I should have brought some cryo grenades along. We need to take down the last remaining Gorn.
Our warriors have identified additional rebel Gorn on the ground. It won't be long before they reach our location. As for Bavat, the Petach has conveniently beamed up to his vessel. He must have had allies on the inside. Klingon...
I assure you the Federation has nothing to do with this, Captain Cogran. I can't say the same for Bavat, though. The Belfast has managed to lock onto his ship with a tractor beam, but I'm not sure how long it'll hold. Our scans show the Doctor is aboard, so we'll need to be careful.
I'm coming with you. We need to retrieve the Doctor. That's...
All right, but I know...
I'm coming.
All right.
This is Lieutenant Paris aboard the Belfast. We have a lock on Bavat's ship, the IKS Warvik. Recommend we hail him together before we take any...
Nooch, you dare not fight a real Klingon, one of prowess and might? Request denied.
My heart is just fine, Bavat. I wish we could say the same for you, you mahwi. The Klingon Empire agreed to convene... Bavat has escaped with the Doctor. The Belfast is tracking his ship's ion trail. Time to show these what we're made of. Give it all you got. That was the last of them. Receiving a hail from the Khitomer. I'm opening a multi-channel.
Belfast, this is Captain Sean. The situation is under control on Khitomer. We found a second device on stage attached to the podium and neutralized it. The device has the ability to disrupt photonic emissions and store holographic data, like a capsule.
I missed a device, but we scanned the entire area. How is that possible? I increased my tricorder sensor aperture. I ran a multispectral sweep. I even enhanced subspace resolution.
Steady, Lieutenant. The first device was no doubt a red herring planted in the room to distract us from the second, which in turn was shielded from our sensors by an experimental chronoton-charged cloaking field. That second device was ever so...
Captain, we need to...
What the Belfast needs to do is remain stationed in orbit of Khitomer while President O'Keg meets with the Klingon High Council. This attack has led to some very tense exchanges and great mistrust in the Federation and Gorn delegations. Going after the Doctor is too risky. Belfast, this is Captain Sean.
I missed a device?
Steady, Lieutenant.
Captain, we...
With the Belfast...
I agree.
I can't argue with...
One to beam over. Quite the fine ship you have. Here's... We've arrived, and in enemy territory. We can either use the nebulous ionized gas to scatter our... We've been detected by Bavat's patrol ships.
You stand no chance against House Bavat, false kuvah'magh.
Nicely done. That's all of them. Let's stay alert going forwards.
Warning, ship is under attack.
We are within transporter range. However, your comms officer intercepted and decoded a set of outgoing transmissions originating from the patrol ships, sent only seconds before we took them down. It looks like word of our arrival has reached their allies on the ground.
As I was saying, the nanoprobes developed to counter the Undine are Wait a minute. Where am I?
Bajach Emelv, you fool! Sing, the data! Is it ready?
Soon, Bavat. I am extracting the genetic information from the doctor's holomatrix. It'll take some time to bypass his security subroutines.
You know, in some cultures, it is considered ill-mannered to interrupt a sentient life form, especially a brilliant physician. If you're interested, my research paper, The Art of Turn-Taking, a study on conversational analysis in Delta Quadrant species, has...
Hold your tongue, you insufferable projection of wasted photons!
According to the Federation's archives, this facility used to be a penal colony and still houses functional security.
The kuvah'magh has arrived! But can she swing the battle?
If my mother taught me anything, it's how to deal with like you. That was all of them. Maybe we can still stealth our way through this facility. I'll cover you. Lead the way.
Unlock your security protocols and give me the data, Patach!
Ambassador Bavat, this is absolutely ludicrous behavior and very dishonorable, I'll have you know. I refuse to be probed any further. If you have developed a passion for genetics, then I encourage you to conduct your own research. I am sure you will find the funding.
Sing, increase the hologram sensitivity calibrations and bypass safety protocols.
That hurt! This is not how one treats a guest in their repurposed prison. Perhaps it is.
They're hurting him. I'm sending out an electromagnetic pulse to disrupt that console. It'll buy us some time. By tampering with the doctor's sensitivity calibrations, Bavat and Singh are making sure that he feels pain the way a biological life form would. Not a bad plan. We'll investigate. Before you go any further, let's talk about the facility's security sweeps. Some areas of the facility are being scanned periodically by Heads up. The area ahead of us is being scanned. My scans are picking up on low-level electromagnetic signals coming from beyond that sweep. Now, what do we have in here? Consoles running on residual power.
Amar Noonian Singh, Research Log, File 13. My first experiment proved unsuccessful. A disappointment. The host biology is highly aggressive at the cellular level. Amar Noonian Singh, Research Log, File 14. Results are now beginning to show promise, but I fear I might have overcompensated. Rapid mutation has led to instability in the subject gene. Amar Noonian Singh, Research Log, File 19. After careful calculations, I have achieved my first breakthrough. Whereas some subjects were unable to withstand further testing, others are now thriving. In particular, Subject GU-75 has impressed Bavat.
They're experimenting on people.
The primary focus of the project is gerontology, the study of aging in various life forms. The Federation Science Council has given me permission to test various forms of genetic modification to find treatments of degenerative diseases such as Irumodic syndrome. We're making significant progress.
Yes. How did Bavat and Singh get their hands on proprietary... I'm all for eradicating degenerative diseases, but not if it means another eugenics war or the... Looks like a security sweep can be deactivated from that console. Security functionality deactivated. Let's move on. I'm detecting life signs in the room ahead.
kuvah'magh, Gretho's gate stand ready to welcome you.
A Bavat welcoming committee. That's too kind. Remind me to thank him later with phaser fire. That's all of them. Let's look around for anything that might help us.
Amarnoonian Singh.
Doctor's log supplement.
I don't think Singh and Bavat are acting on... Looks like we can deactivate a security sweep from in here. This room is clear. Another security sweep. We should check this room. Some of these consoles are still active. No doctor in here, but maybe we'll find something that can help us.
Amarnoonian Singh, Research Log, File 31. In the wake of Subject GU-75's termination, a new favorite has arisen amongst the augmented ranks. Subject GU-78 is strong, reliable, and obedient, despite the pain it is in. For now.
Doctor's Log Supplemental, Stardate 54518.2. The genetic material retrieved from the unborn Klingon hybrid by the name of Miral Paris, sampled with the consent of her parents, Lieutenants B'Elanna Torres and Tom Paris, has proven a great success. The Klingon pilgrims from the IKS Shan have been cured of their illness. As a result, they now believe that Miral is what they call the kuvah'magh, a legendary Klingon figure who is foretold Miral is doing well. I know that the crew of Voyager will protect her, at least until she comes of age and chooses her own path. I expect there will come a day when the Klingon...
That must be exact... You know the drill. That's it. Deactivated. Let's keep moving. Klingon and Gorn life signs up ahead. Prepare for a fight.
Have you come as a sacrifice, kuvah'magh?
Where's Buch? The only thing I'm sacrificing is my time, you useless har.
Glory to the Gorn, and Bavat the benefactor. All shall fall.
This is the price.
These Gorn are too far gone and blinded by Bavat's empty promises.
Surrender yourself, kuvah'magh, or prepare to die with dishonor.
That Gorn looks similar to the ones who disrupted the Khitomer conference. Let's press on. I'm sure the doctor is counting on us. Tricorders are detecting a photonic signature further ahead. Lead the way. There are too many security sweeps in this hallway to evade. We have to keep investing. This console doesn't appear to deactivate the security sweeps, but I see another one. This appears to be a security console.
The exobiology lab is ready, Bavat. We are only missing the data.
Richa! How hard can it be to retrieve data from a hologram?
Ambassador, may I remind you that I am the Emergency Medical Hologram Mark I. I served aboard the USS Voyager during
Silence! Do you wish to have your vocal interface deactivated, you insufferable tar? Quiet. Someone is watching.
Miral.
Hello, kuvah'magh.
Damn it, we've been detected. And he's taunting us. We need to come up with a plan. Quickly. I recognize that tune. It was a song he used to trap or not. That might just... Some security parameters were shut down when Bavat cut the feed. Stay sharp. The area ahead is being scanned. We've been detected. We need to be more careful. The security sweep is active. Watch where you step. We did it! We're in the clear. Let's move on. This must be the exobiology lab. You know, I minored in biogenetics at Starfleet Academy. Time to put those skills to good use. A sample of human genomic base pairs. A sample of Klingon polynucleotide clusters. This mix might just do the trick, at least for now. Time to enact our plan.
The data has almost been decrypted, Bhavat. Soon, we will be able to dispose of the hologram.
Miral, what are you still doing here? I mean, a Klingon hybrid I have never seen before.
Don't worry, Doctor. We're here to break you out.
Lieutenant Miral Paris, or should I say kuvah'magh, here to take your friend's place? He's kept your seat warm.
Let him go.
And why would I do that?
Because we have what you need. A sample of my DNA. The missing piece to your scientific puzzle. You're creating an army, right?
I am creating a movement. Soon all will pledge their allegiance to the new Klingon Empire and bow before its ruler.
That's only a fantasy without my DNA, Bhavat. I'll give you the sample if you release the Doctor.
Miral, I strongly advise you do not.
You're bluffing. Hand it to my assistant, now.
Let the Doctor go first.
Fine. Free the captive, Singh. This is a ruse! A counterfeit! Now, Singh!
Let's see how you fare against my latest experiments.
The Doctor's genetic research will have to do for now. Time is on my side! Can you say the same, kuvah'magh?
We can't let him escape!
Miral, no! It's too dangerous! I'll go!
I love you, but you've got to trust me. I have to go after him, and you're needed here. You're the galaxy's only hope against the Undine. I don't know where I'm headed, but if I make it, I'll give you a sign. Protect the Doctor. I'll go after Bhavat. We'll meet again!
If you handle the fighting, I will search my database for intelligence on the Gorn. Should you require medical assistance, then I will be at your disposal, if you stay alive, that is. I'm a doctor, not a miracle worker. Gorn are ectothermic creatures, and therefore vulnerable to the cold. Use your environment. They are also apex predators, with instinct-driven threat responses. Augmentation has driven these Gorn to insanity. You've weakened them. Keep it up. It's our only chance to make it out alive.
What a fight! I was anxious, even as an onlooker. Well done! We've got an unethical scientist on the loose. Where is Singh? I am registering his biosignature, coming from a nearby transporter room.
This is Singh. IKS Warwick. Come in. Anyone!
Not so fast, Singh. The jig is up.
Fine. But if you think apprehending me, all of your ruses are silence.
I've dealt with my fair share of Yes. Nothing a tricorder scan won't illuminate. Oh my. Your scans reveal the presence of... I'm afraid it will be difficult to pinpoint on our...
My army promises glory to the Empire and its great houses. A new dawn, a new era for the worthy warrior. Together, we will finally become an empire worthy of Kalesh. We will wipe out the Federation and conquer their people once and for all. Kapla!
kuvah'magh! kuvah'magh! kuvah'magh!
Bavat! Where am I?
I wish I could say our mission was a total success, but my chief of security is unaccounted for, and the conference hasn't unfolded as President O'Keg had hoped. Bavat is still out there somewhere, but there's still a glimmer of hope in all of this. Somehow, Captain Cogran has convinced the High Council to consider the ceasefire. What's more, Starfleet Intelligence has asked me to relay an unusual message. Apparently, they received an encrypted transmission from Lieutenant Paris, addressed to you. The stardate attributed to it is unexpected. Even so, you have my thanks for retrieving the Doctor, and for bringing Amar Noonien Singh to justice. I'm putting my faith in you, Track down Bavat to ensure he answers for his crimes, and bring Moral home.
Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 1139 Sierra. Starbase...